Welcome back to Dungeon Legends, where I keep forgetting to replace these cards. Alright, let's do that right now. Double movement or a move anywhere and a ranged attack. Cool. Alright, I like that one. Alright, let's begin. Once again, we're starting with the Knight. The Knight's got a full bucket of water. The Miner's got a full bucket of water. Things are looking good. Things are going to go sideways pretty quick, I think. Unless we just really luck out. Well, we're going to go ahead and play this card because we're not going to power it up or anything. Actually, our Knight has no dust anyway, so we're just going to heal 2. He only has 1 wound on him, so he's just going to be fully healed. Right back to his 6 hit points. Okay. I think this is all going to work out very well. And, oh, I should mention, you can actually put out 2 fires at once. Normally, you can only use each location 1 time on your turn, but not with this one. Okay, as my battery starts to die. All right, so we've healed up. We're going to come right back, and we're going to have the Knight take the rest of his actions. He's got a full bucket of water. I think we're going to be doing putting out some fires. Alright, and let's see. So first up, I want to kind of save his dust. So we're just going to use this for 1 movement. So our Knight is going to move right here to where all the fire is. And when he gets there, yes indeed, he's going to chuck his full bucket of water on the fire and get rid of another one. There's only 2 left. So he can either get a fairy or he can get a card, and I think he's going to get a card. He's going to grab this one, the movement card. This is so perfect. So he's grabbing this card, goes on top of his deck, and yes, let me replace it with, ooh, wow, a 1 to 3, or a double arrow 1 to 3. Some good stuff showing up. Okay, that was that. He has a movement remaining. And so what he's going to do this time, he's going to use that movement to move to this location right here. The reason he's moving here is the underground lake. He can spend 2 movement to fill up his bucket. And you're thinking, wait a second, he doesn't have 2 movement. But he does on his special action board. So yes, the Knight will use his first of his special actions for 2 movement. That will then fill up his bucket at the underground lake. And I think, I mean, he can get swords, he can move. I think that's going to probably be it. Let's see what else he can do. I mean, he could go ahead and spend all of his stuff to get a movement. You know, we're not going to, I think we're not going to do that. So what he has left is a sword. He will give himself 1 dust. So he's up to 1 dust, and the rest is not going to do anything. Alright, and now it is time for one of these cards. It is a monster, a bloodsucker. 3 health, gives you 2 bites, and a reward is a card, so it's going to push this guy down. And we're still not in danger of any monsters entering the castle. Okay, 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3. So of course he gets this one. And we'll shuffle his discard pile, a couple more cards. That'll be his hand for next turn. If we can put out 2 more fires this episode, we will win the first scenario. So it might be a little short playthrough here. So, well, I shouldn't say that, because there are some really nasty cards that can come up in there. Alright, that's more healing, which he doesn't need, and such. Alright, that's his hand for next time. Alright, over we go now to the Miner. And the Miner also has a full bucket of water, and only 1 movement. Ooh, okay. Oh no, she can use a dust to power this up. So, oh, this, yeah, this is going to work out perfectly. So she's going to use this as 1 movement. She will move to the fire zone, and she will then dump her entire bucket of water on the fire. So there we go. Dumped, puts out another one. We only have 1 fire left. Now she can get a fairy, or she can get a fairy, or she can get a card. And I think she's going to get a fairy. She's actually going to get the one that swaps places. She can have a total of 2 fairies. She can hang on to that. She might want to swap places. Actually, she might want to swap places with the knight. And I think that's what she's going to do. So she's going to use... Oh, does she want to... Oh, she doesn't want to swap places with the knight. Actually, she does. She does want to swap places with the knight, so she won't... Oh, no, she's got this card with 1 dust. Okay, wow, this is going to work out. This is actually working out perfectly. So she's going to spend her 1 dust to get a sword, a shield, and move anywhere. So now she has... now she can move anywhere as she has a sword and a shield. She's not going to do her any good. She just wants to move right here. Then she's going to spend these 3 cards for 3 dust. And she's going to immediately use the 3 dust to fill up her bucket again. So she's got another full bucket. I don't think there's been a turn in this game yet where they haven't had full buckets. That's going to be the end of everything she wants to do and can do. Up next is pulling one of these cards. We just have 1 fire left. And we have spiders coming out. They're just generic. So I think we have just won the game, because it is now the knight's turn. Wow, this has gone incredibly well. So the knight is just going to use a movement. He's just going to move from the underground lake to here. He has a full bucket of water. He dumps the full bucket of water and puts out the final bit of flame. And I do believe just as quickly and easily as that, this is ridiculous, because I'm telling you, I did pre-play this a couple of times and got absolutely, had the floor wiped. This was so extremely lucky. Okay, to win Chapter 1, extinguish all fires. And I think that's it. There's no other ending scenario. Stuff chapter cards. Fire snake. Okay, here's end of chapter 1. We didn't even see any fire snakes, so I'm going to go through this deck. We're going to take a little bit of a look at that as well. At any time, if no location has a fire, you win! If a monster enters a castle, you must draw from the empty game deck. You lose. Or you must draw. If you're playing a chapter, start of the campaign, do these. Each your selects an advanced card. Return all skills to the pool. Each you puts toughness tokens and dust tokens. Put all remaining components. Alright, so basically what it means is if and when we come back to this game, which I probably will do, so it's a pretty quick little light sort of dungeon crawly deck building game, you get to keep one of the cards, one of these special cards, so you'll have 11 cards in your starting deck for next time, for the next scenario. Okay, and with that, I guess we're finished, so let's take a look at some of these. So we've got, here's another one. Roll and place a threat token. So this would be putting one of these tokens out on the board, broken sword. So they would go up here somewhere. So that would make this guy have a broken sword when you're there. There's one to put retaliation up somewhere, rolling a die. We got phantoms. We've got cave trolls. We got put a fire somewhere, so that never came up. We've got another monster, more monsters, and more monsters. You can see all the monsters. Put a fire somewhere, that didn't come up. We got fire snakes. They're trying to get to a certain location and drop a fire. They never came up. There's 2 of them in row. Sanctuary, Dark Lust. So this is, I'm just ripping through the deck here quick so you can see what's in here. Put a Reaver. We've seen that one, how that operates. Another spider. We got a phantom. We got put 2 threat tokens, 1 in each different space. That never came up. Another cave troll. Put a cave-in marker. So you actually have to use 3 swords, or you can't attack any monsters at that location. Put another Reaver. I think that was. Oh no, that was. Yeah, put a Reaver. And we got a cocoon. And another fire snake going to master traps, dropping a fire. So that's what's in that deck. And we got, I'd have to say, we got super lucky. And that's the end of our playthrough. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This was Dungeon Legends. We did the first scenario, fire. And I made it look so easy. And it normally is not like that. But like I said, the game I think can be swingy one way or the other. You saw an extreme easy version of the game, no question about it. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I will certainly figure out something. And you probably have been noticing that these videos have been coming up members only. They're just members only until the release date, then they go public. So it's not like there's hidden videos. There will be some videos coming up for Baldrick's Adventure Party specifically that will be members only, and you won't be able to see them. But they're not going to be anything. I will be continuing to do playthroughs on a normal basis, just like I always have. They will always be coming up public, and you'll be seeing all of those. There will be a couple of specific playthroughs that happen once in a while for the Adventuring Party, because that was part of the membership there, which you don't have to be a part of. You're not going to miss a lot. It'll just be some specific playthroughs. And they're going to be a little bit different playthroughs than these ones anyway, because they're going to be more interactive. So I'll be just doing a little bit of filming, and then the Adventure Party will then be giving me hints and suggestions and things that I need to do in that playthrough, and then we'll come back, film a little bit more, and back and forth, back and forth. So it's going to be a very sort of disjointed, not like these playthroughs, but it will be more interactive, fun playthroughs for the Adventure Party, which you don't have to be a part of. Trust me, you'll get tons of content here, as I always have provided in the past, going on 11 years here on my channel. And once again, thanks to everyone who comes and watches and who does likes, leaves comments, dislikes, anything. All the participation really helps out my channel. I appreciate it. Keeps me buying some new games, showing you new games, and we'll keep going as long as I'm able. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next playthrough series.